any freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. Welcome to Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. Come on into the feed. Come on into the mix. This is a crazy afternoon. I'm so excited. It's Taco Tuesday. I do love tacos. Even though I'm on a little bit of a low carbohydrating diet. But anyway, I'm digressulating. Today is the day I am taping Comics Unleashed. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I am very excited. After this recording, I will start getting showered, getting ready, and then be on my way to CBS. The show is going to be on after the Colbert Report. It is Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. Again, I am early today by about an hour and a half. I apologize. Usually I do my show 5 p.m. EST, but today I had to get her done a little bit early. So let's get straight into it, guys. This is Samson's World. Welcome into the mix. This is, everything in the world is quite upside down at the moment, I have to say. I mean, if you're just a normal person who likes to just keep shit easy and greasy, cover girl, this is not your America. I mean, this has just been more than I think everybody thought it was going to be. I mean, from what I hear on the streets of Minneapolis, there is blood in the snow of Minneapolis, and it's American blood, and it's sad. There's no reason Renee, Nicole Good had to have this happen. I don't believe that at all. I think we all need to aim to have our police officers better trained. We have the technology. I heard that when they stormed Venezuela, they had some type of technology that it dispersed sound waves, and that all the soldiers were like rendered useless. Like they couldn't do anything because this sound wave had just hit them so hard in their head, they fell to the ground. So I don't know. Maybe there's some new technology. Come on into the feed, guys. This is Samson's World, where court, comedy, and culture collide. We are broadcasting live to YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. I think I named them all 5 of them. But this is crazy. I saw the Jolly Good Ginger. He's in the streets of Minneapolis now. And he said it's worse than what we're seeing. People are saying it's worse than what we're seeing on the gram, in TikTok, wherever you're getting your info from. And that's very alarming because it looks pretty bad as it is. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like America, right? Hello, Sam. Thought you weren't going to go live today. You know what, Silky Sweet? Thanks for finding me. I wasn't. I probably shouldn't, but I decided to do a short one just for my peeps, for the community. Also, yesterday was a wild feed. I had 30,000 views, which is really weird. I'm trying to figure it out. There's something going on with the algorithm. But when you put in, there's blood in the snow of Minneapolis, it seems to bring all the trolls out from Troll City. So if you're ready for it, be ready. But it's just weird. The huge numbers, biggest numbers I've ever had on the show happened yesterday. So I got to thank everybody. Silky Sweet, thank to you. Thanks to Action Pack for being the first fans, Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Get it? Good. LOL, you already know my thoughts on that one with all the trolls. Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting. You have to know how to deal with trolls. It's not easy, because trolls be trolling. And you can't let a troll distract you for too long. That's what I realized about a troll. A good troll is like you're on your path, like, skippity doopy doopy doo, skippity doopy day. I'm on my way to a brighter life, and I'm on a way to a brighter way. Skippity loop, loop doop, and skippity loopy day. I'm on my way to a better life, and I'm gonna be happy today. Rappada, rappada, and here comes a troll. Hey man, what you doing? What you doing? Oh, nice little skip, you little stupid ass. Nice stupid skip. Your skip suck. Oh man. All this time I thought my skip was pretty cool. Skippity lumpity skippity doo skippity. Yeah, no, they're like, get the fuck out. What I think is funny about the trolls is how I could almost name I'm gonna write them down. I'm going to write down what the trolls say in the comments. They call me a libtard. Let's write that one down. They call me gay. They say, where is this guy's boy? Where is your boyfriend? Which is so funny to me that, that you think being gay would be an insult. Where is your boyfriend? Yeah. They say my voice is very annoying, which I've been told that a lot. That's okay. Voice is annoying. Ugly face. Get that one. So I'm just going to list it out just so I have them ready for the trolls. I think that's smart. What time's the comedy show doing tonight, Sam? It's CBS. It is Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed. I'm so excited for it. I've been waiting a long time. I was saying this is like Christmas Day. I've been preparing my jokes. Even rewriting some stuff because it's television. So you can't say everything you can say in the comedy club. And I got to be honest, man, I am nervous as shit. And I never get nervous. Maybe it's anxious a little anxiety. But, we do this for so long. I've been doing comedy for 25 years. And you have a lot of ups. I was in the Netflix as a joke fest 2 years ago. There's the, they do it every 2 years. The next one is coming up here. I'm hoping to get in that as well. I will get in that. But it's hard. So days like this where I get to go to CBS, I get my own trailer. Get this, guys. I get my own trailer. High five, Sam. So I'm excited about that, but I really want to stay focused. It's like, if you're in the Super Bowl or something or the World Series, like you have to stay so focused. I have to lock it in, as the kids are saying. So very excited. Sucks being, yeah, that guy. Wow, that comment. Here we go. We getting the trolls coming. Don't forget they ask about your mom's basement life. Okay, that's interesting. My mom's basement life. Oh, okay. You guys are back to that. So libtard, I'm gay. Where's your boyfriend? That's a good one. Don't forget they ask about your mom's basement life. Your mom's basement life. Okay. I will write that down. Thank you, troll. I'm going to find it and watch Amigo. LOL, troll jokes would be fun, but nah. They done too much. Yeah, it's funny, Silky Sweet. So it's on after the Colbert Show. I taped today. I should know today when it will be airing. And I will let you guys know here first. I'll probably be watching it in my mom's basement. But besides that, I tried and liberal, but my head just wouldn't fit up my ass. That's pretty funny. I tried being a Democrat and a liberal, but my head wouldn't fit up my ass. They presume you live in your mom's basement. Oh, got it. Thank you. I live in my mom's basement. Hang on. This is funny. I live in my mom's basement. Thank you for translating troll. It's not always the easiest to decode. Thank you. Yes. And I like that. I tried being a liberal, but my head just wouldn't fit up my ass. That's so strange because you're on Grindr, aren't you? See what I did there? But that's not right. Grindr is an excellent website. People really enjoy themselves on there. I tried. You guys write the jokes for me. Thank you. I tried being a Dem, but my head wouldn't fit up my ass. This is good. You guys are good joke writers. Wouldn't fit up my ass. Okay, good. We're getting it down. We're writing it. Now, here's the big reveal. I'm not in my mom's basement. Oh, that shit's a little white. I'm actually in my attic. Uh-oh. Don't make any jokes, please. Saw Ken lost one of his verbal dogs and it had a bad seizure. Condolences to him. And the video was sad to see. Oh my God. No, I didn't see that. Let me see if I can pull that in. Ken, I'm so sad to hear this. Yeah, I haven't talked to Ken, Silky Sweet. I thought he was supposed to, come to LA, but he ended up going to Atlanta. I'm trying to see if I see anything with his dog. Yeah, my condolences, Ken, to your doggy. If you lost it, that's terrible news. Yeah, okay. Hydro Cocoa Puffs, thanks for the comments. The boomer thing is also a big one. Okay. All right. Now, guys, let's get into this. Here's a Minneapolis veteran on the ground talking about his feelings on ice. Let's check it out. I like to let's express everybody's opinions. Let's keep it clean.
Terrorizing the population. I was just saying, in Afghanistan, we never wore masks. I went on 4 deployments. The only time we would wear like a face covering is maybe if it was cold and my guys were on a you were pulling security somewhere, or maybe it was dusty, you wore a shamag or whatever. But we didn't wear masks. Again, this officer is not wearing a mask. He's one of the leaders. That's smart. No one here is going to be going after him. If you're fighting the actual cartels and you're on the border, fine. If you want to protect your identity, totally makes sense. But they're wearing all this gear for no reason. This is coming from the top. They shouldn't have. They should have low vis, bulletproof vests, or they should wear their vests underneath.
Hold on. Yes, the history of Democrats is being white supremacists. We know that. If you watch my show, you would know. We've talked about that the KKK, they used to be in the KKK. Yes, that's why I say, and I'm sorry I haven't said this yet, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm just right versus wrong, baby. All right. I'm just about bringing us together. It's the US of A. It's red, white, and blue. I'm not for these Democrat Republican gangs. I'm done with it. It gets us nowhere. I don't like Joe Biden. You think I like what's going on right now? But I certainly don't think that, what's happening now is the answer. I think we need to treat all Americans with respect. I mean, I've seen some very, very sad videos. Don't tread on me.
If you're going to be doing this, ICE should not be running around.
But agreed. Read your history so you know that the KKK was actually, the Democrats were in charge when the KKK was, I don't know. They didn't start it, but yes, there is some truth to that.
And they just got this huge budget. So why are they not wearing low vis stuff?
Which proves my point that they're all racist, Democrats and Republicans.
It just makes no sense. It's here to intimidate everyone here. And they're trying to and then obviously Bovino. I mean, I don't know what he was.
See, this is what I think's funny. You can be a veteran and still be brainwashed. This guy is literally describing to you his experience in the field. Are you a veteran? That's hilarious to me when people just override facts. The guy's sitting here telling you they're not supposed to be masked. Do you see police ever wearing masks? No, it's not legal.
He took some glamour shots with a trench coat, and they're just trolling people. Yeah, he took it with a trench coat to look like he was some SS officer. Literally, I was just like, I'm a history guy. I studied history, European history, World War II, and then as an officer, we studied a lot of history in the military. When I was at Captain Maneuver Career Course, we studied history. I mean, come on, you don't do this.
Yeah, you are actually right. Everybody is racist. I won't shut the fuck up just yet. But you're right. Everybody has a degree of racism. We all do. It's natural. But I think it's about recognizing that. And there's a scale of like 1 to 10 of racism, right? So like if you're in the KKK or Proud Boys or one of those, you're probably like a level 10 racist. if if you've sat around with your friends, whatever, if you're all black, all Mexican, all white, and, made a joke about a different race, it's like level 1 racism, right? We've all been there. If you've been scared of someone because of the way they looked, and maybe something happened to you back in your life, which leads you to hold these stereotypes, that's a little level, yes, Karens are all racist. So yeah, I agree, but it's the people who go way overboard for it. And it's just about having an understanding for everybody's history, right? Having an understanding that Democrats used to be involved in the KKK, right? That's an understanding of history. Knowing Donald Trump saying that the civil rights was bad for white people, whatever he said today, or yesterday. It's just, guys, I love all of my Black Americans, the Black community, and to not think that the Black community has not gone through so much, like we should have sympathy for people. It's not all the same. And as soon as we just understand that and work together, it doesn't change your life at all. It's just saying, oh, okay, I get that. I get it. Okay, cool. I get it. That's all you got to say sometimes. And it goes very far with people. Everybody bleeds the same color. Yeah, this is right. Racism is just hate and needs to stop. What happened? Yep. Love thy neighbor. I know. Well, I think that's the most confusing thing for me. Is like, yeah, what do you believe in? I'm Jewish. I'm not very religious. I always say my wife's Catholic. I'm Jewish. We're cashews. She's hot. I'm not. We're everybody's favorite nut. But I'm more spiritual than religion. I think religion, again, separates people too much. I think they're man-made texts that I think we're bigger than that. I want to know the planetary books. Those are the books I want to get to read. Be the light. That is the truth. Wishing everybody light and love out there too. Let's get into this. The world's crazy when Marjorie Taylor Greene
say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics.
This is crazy. And you know what? Thank you, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I've always thought she was cray-cray, but I have to say, as long as any man or woman or whoever you are is willing to come to the table and just say, I'm sorry. If I make a mistake, guys, I'll say, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was wrong about that. The problem is calling everything racist, that racism becomes socially acceptable. I don't understand. I don't know if, I get what you're saying a little bit. But there is a lot of racism that it's okay to address it. You know what I mean? And it's okay to, be better within yourself. Work to not have those thoughts. Work to see somebody and try to understand their journey as well, even if you don't know anything about them. Find out about them.
It's very bad for our country, it's been something I've thought about a lot, especially since Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Is that I'm only responsible for myself and my own words and actions, and I am committed, and I've been working on this a lot lately, to put down the knives in politics. I really just want to see people be kind to one another, and we need to figure out a new path forward that is focused on the American people, because as Americans, no matter what side of the aisle we're on, we have far more in common than we have differences.
Yeah. Right. And gosh, Marjorie Taylor Greene making sense like Abraham Lincoln. Right? She's absolutely 110% right, guys. Just put them down. Put the guns down. Nobody wants to get hurt anymore. We're Americans fighting. We're crabs in a barrel. We're Americans fighting Americans. And it just takes a little bit of understanding. Some of us got here just last week. Some of us got here, a century ago or more. So we have to understand there's different levels to it. We're all Americans. You're saying, yes, racism, but for example, calling people racist because they voted for someone who is not racist is mainstreaming racism. But you're saying voted for somebody who's not racist. If you're talking about Trump, he did cancel Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth in favor of his birthday. So you have to understand, to a lot of black people, that equals racism. To me, that equals racism. The fact that he canceled MLK Day, why? She's going to run for president. She could, man. Good Lord. I hate to say it. She makes more sense than Trump does to me right now. For what she just said there, I can agree with all that. America should never have a female president. Well, I think it's men like you who will prevent it for quite some time. But if you actually respect, women run shit, man. My wife, she runs shit. You know, I couldn't live my life without my wife. And women are level-headed. They foresee trouble when a man is rushing head on into it. They say, wait, don't go there. You know, women are amazing leaders. So I denounce that. Not only is racism an issue for the poor are getting poorer while the rich get richer, when we need to help thy neighbor, not kill them with hate. Agreed, Silky Sweet. Bro, my woman keeps me alive. Exactly. Amen. Amen. Yeah. And maybe if a female was president, none of this bullshit would be happening. I agree. I mean, the problem is it's the women they prop up. You know, Hillary, nobody liked her. And Kamala, you know, she was okay, but they were able to just dissect her. You need to be very few, you know, like Michelle Obama could have won, you know, but she's been in that house. She knows. She's like, I'm good. Hey, how's it going out there, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to Samson's World, where court comedy culture and your world collide. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene is just,
and we need to be able to respect each other with our disagreements.
Respect each other with our disagreements, but also just leave it, no merch. I think it should be against the law. Presidents should not be able to have merch, sell merch. I don't like it. You can wear like your American flags and stuff like that. You know, put an American flag on your boat, your pickup truck, whatever. But I do not wear political attire, dog. I think it's we need to get to that, back to the point where we didn't just idolize our presidents, man. It's just like, president's a president, okay? Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, great president, cool. Some said Jimmy Carter was a terrible president. Some said Ronald Reagan was a great president. Who cares? He was a president. I don't like having to worry about my politics. I just like, quit picking fights with everybody to where I gotta be like, what's going on? Well, I gotta pay attention to this. I like not having to pay attention to the news. Let's explain this one away. Suspending MLK Day is just one example of looking overall at his behavior. He doesn't behave like a member of the KKK or someone who at the core is racist. Oh my God. So why get rid of MLK Day? I mean, we could go down the list. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about that. Obviously, you know what? And I think there's a great opportunity to let's both look into that a little more. Okay, because I think a lot of people would disagree with you on that. And I'm just letting you know. Maybe where you are, maybe your friends, or this is how they think. But I think that's what we all have to understand. You know, just because I think one way, it's not how you think. So how do we meet in the middle? How do we find ways to come together? Because I realize I'm in Los Angeles. You are exposed to every single culture on the planet. I came from St. Louis. It's black and white. There's no culture there. So a lot of us don't realize, like, living in a suburb of it's all white people, you're not really getting to see other people's struggles. Maybe I wouldn't be as sympathetic to what ICE is doing to our Latino community if I wasn't here in Los Angeles and had so many Latino friends because of being in Los Angeles. You know, it's really opened my eyes to a lot of things. No, the more people you know, the more of their truth and their experience you find out. And then you learn that everybody doesn't live like you. I think that was one of my greatest mistakes, is I used to believe everybody lived like me. And I'll never forget, it was in high school, and a kid in my math class, he's like, man, I couldn't sleep last night. I was like, why? He's like, because gunshots were going off all night. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking? Nobody's shooting at you. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I had to sleep on the floor because you never know if somebody could shoot through your window. I was like, what are you talking about? That doesn't happen in my neighborhood. And he said, yeah, it doesn't happen in your neighborhood, dumbass, but it happens in mine. So that was a good learning moment for me. And for everybody, I think. What is this? Truth will be revealed soon. EBS incoming soon. Stand by, keep your faith, and trust that the operational plan has been in effect for several years now. The military is in control. Yeah, I don't know if that's good. The military is in control, guys. This is scary. What do you do? I mean, what about all the Amendment 2 people? Did you see there was a guy, they took him out of his car, took his gun. He was a lawful, American citizen, had a permit to hold the weapon, and they took his gun. So where's all the number 2s on me? Look at this.
Get the fuck on the car or you get fucking
Look at this,
arrested.
dude.
Get the fuck on the
Look at this.
car.
What did they do to this guy?
That's fucking assault.
Don't move, you're gonna get fucking tased. Don't fucking move or you're gonna get tased.
Whatever
Because you
happened to
wanna
don't
be
tread
an
on
idiot.
me.
Because you want to be a fucking
You're a
idiot.
fucking pussy.
You're a fucking bitch. And you're gonna learn the fucking hard way.
You don't believe this story?
What you asked me for,
What don't you
bitch?
believe?
You shut up, bitch. Shut up. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? He has a gun on him. Look at that.
A fully registered firearm. Because I'm a U.S. citizen.
Wow. What do you guys think about that? A fully registered pune, and they're taking it for what? There's no, what he's asking, probable cause. Why was he pulled over? Guys, this is the reason we have laws in place.
What's up? Wow. Wow.
Let's go. Get him in the fucking car.
Look at that. Just taking his stuff? I don't know, guys. I'm all about the Constitution. This just doesn't. We support to deport. Of course you do, Ronald. Ronald, what part of the country are you in? Just questioning. Because I'm interested. Like, I think if you're near and you actually have Latino fam, like, do a lot of you guys who are making these comments, we support to deport. I know a lot, people are Latinos, they support this. I personally think that's interesting because we're all immigrants. So how could you come here? I came here, well, my parents, my great-great-grandparents, few generations back. But what if I said, oh, no more of my family can come over? I just don't understand that. Why would you pull the ladder up if you got in? What led up to him getting dealt with? I'm not sure. I just know that ICE are not law enforcement. Police do not have their faces covering. You don't have the jurisdiction to just get somebody out of their car like that. I live in Vegas, and my neighbors are Latino, and they agree with it. Is your neighborhood predominantly Latino, or is that family the only Latino family in your neighborhood? Because here's something I think is also interesting where, this is great. A great example. Sometimes what happens, for example, my son goes to a predominantly Latino school. Most of the vibe there is they don't like ICE. ICE came to their high school, made a lot of kids feel nervous, feel scared. So their feeling is different. But you're saying your whole neighborhood is completely Latino. Yeah, that's interesting then. Because what I find funny about that is of course we all support getting out the criminals, and here's something I want to know further, because it was sold on that it was just going to be the criminals, but now we see it's fruit vendors, people just, making money, doing good business. I love our fruit vendors, our whole entire Latino community. One of my best friends, Hector, was a Marine, and he actually says he carries his passport around now, which is sad. He was born here in America. So those are things where I just don't quite agree with it. Yeah, but if you break the law, you shouldn't be here. But a lot of people fled here to their country, to our country illegally. Some of our ancestors, you know what I mean? So why should you get that option, but somebody else doesn't? You know what I mean? My family was fleeing the Holocaust, so they didn't really have a choice of anywhere else to go. Yeah, I agree. U.S. citizens shouldn't be snatched up with no probable cause to have citizenship confirmed, bottom line. That's just not how it works, guys. Like, do you think somebody should be able to come up to you and just say, are you an American citizen? Like, that's just not how we do it. Yeah, so I like fruit vendors that, yeah, I love fruit vendors that are illegal. I have no problem with that at all. Yeah. But where do you live, David? That's a problem. If you don't have them in your city, I mean, dude, we have LA is one of the best food street cultures in the world. Now, no, not everybody is illegal. And I don't even know if any of them are illegal, but I went to the Gavin Newsom press conference. You can see in my opening video of the show. And Greg Bovino, head of ICE, was there. I interviewed him. And they happened to be there, of course, in Little Tokyo, one of the safest neighborhoods in the world, literally. So I'm like, what criminals are in Little Tokyo? There's excellent sushi, some of the best ramen in the world. But I'm like, what crimes? They arrested a strawberry fruit vendor. And it's just like, dude, come on. Those guys are great. I love it. The fruit on the side of the street, taking my daughter to gymnastics, I'm able to grab $10 of fruit, you know, with a little tahini, little lemon. What do you know about that? That's my question, David. Yep, here's my ID. That's just weird. You really want that? You want to be harassed by police? Or even worse, some federal agents? See, that's interesting to me that people are so willing to give up their constitutional rights. That's not very American, I do have to say. I live in Minneapolis. My father is a Vietnam vet. I have two brothers that are vets. I am a war vet. Two of my brothers have married immigrants and had children with them. I live in Minnesota. Okay. Thank you very much, Joe, for your testimony. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. This is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. I'm very excited. I need to get off here soon because I am taping Comics Unleashed today on CBS. It's on after the Colbert Show. I'm very excited about that. Byron Allen's the host. Also, I perform all over, so make sure to check me out. So yeah, I know, guys. Everybody keeps saying follow the freaking law. I know. Yeah, I mean, what ICE is doing now is against the rights, is against constitutional rights of humans. That is very true. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Yep. Oh, that's one. Thank you. You're retarded. I needed to see. I've got down my list of what you trolls like to call me. And of course, everybody used to call me. I was, actually had an IEP. I was in the resource room, in high school growing up, and kids would call me retarded. That's all right. You're retarded. That is so good. Good job. Good girl. Good job out there. What's your name? It's so funny. Guys, but so after that, let's come to the table and have a real conversation. Yep, MAGA. I know. I'm not in a cult, guys, Could you imagine if Obama had was MAGA and I was like, oh, Obama, MAGA. Oh my God, that'd be so silly. I would never. I like Obama a lot, I like George Bush. I like Bill Clinton. He played the saxophone. Bill Clinton was slick AF. The economy was amazing. 95, honestly, is when America was pretty great, man. We were killing it. I don't know who we is, but Bill Clinton, the economy was sickening. You have to admit that. Soy boy communist. That's crazy, dude. I actually drink soy milk every day. And I think it's kind of funny because you go to coffee shops now, you can only get almond and oat milk. And soy milk is great for you. I know a lot of people say it gives you man boobs. My breasts are pretty healthy. My pectorals, I keep them in shape. do a little Pilates twice a week. But yeah, soy milk. I love it in my coffee. And a commie. I'm not sure about that, broski. I'm an American. So what's against the constitutional rights? Well, I mean, for example, Renee Nicole Good, it was against her constitutional rights to be shot. She should have been able to, whether you believe she was trying to hit the officer, drive away, he clearly was able to get out of harm's way. He clearly didn't need to shoot 3 shots, right? But she should have been able to drive away. Let's let her just get out of here, lady, drive away. The guy didn't have to come around the front of her car filming. You know, he switched hands to then go to his gun. It looks a little premeditated. And then after he shoots her, he says, you know, stupid. I mean, bitch. I mean, this is terrible. Where is this clip? Where's this clip for you?
Is that Agent Ross's voice calling Renee Good a fucking bitch?
I can't determine which one it is, but it could be, sir.
It could be, sir. I love it.
Is that Agent?
Got it. I guess that's part of the training, guys. Yep. No one is free on stolen land. I guess that goes for all of us. You know, the Native Americans, we stole the land from them. There's another one. You sound oh my God, that's retarded. I think you spelled it wrong, dude. That's retarded, Robert, that you can't even take the time to spell it correctly. Dumbass. Clintons and Obamas and others have already been executed. We are all simply watching actors. Oh God, one of these. Dude, come on. You really believe there's actors? This is just, guys, where are we getting these educations from? That's something a cult member would say. Yeah, probably. Preparing our country for military use against citizens outside of immigration enforcement. Yeah. Guys, what do you do when it's not just the immigrants? I mean, it isn't. They're going after U.S. citizens. So I'm just confused. I'm not in a cult. Also libs, Michelle is a woman. Oh my God, dude. This is so dumb. Yeah, Michelle Obama is a woman, bro. Can you give me the proof? And you know what? Let's just say for shits and giggles, she's a man. Who cares? I love Michelle Obama. I like her anyway. Communists love Somali fraudsters, right, dude? Well, what about Donald Trump's meme coin? Do you like presidential fraudsters and using the office for your own family's public gain? I mean, Jared Kushner, you know, building luxury condos in Gaza. Sure about that? What about that airplane from Qatar? Come on, guys. Just swing the door both ways if you're going to be dumb. When you throw insults at people, it shows you're not very intelligent. You're right. And I'll have to try to keep the insults down, guys. Let's keep it clean in here. You know, Big Mike has a... Okay, I don't know if I want to post that one. Mistakes were made. It's not her right to impeded federal law enforcement activity. Do I think that placed himself in the wrong location? Yes, she hit him screwed up on both sides. Yeah, I just don't think, I don't believe, and thank you, Joel Pennell, for coming to the table on that. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I just want to add to that. I just don't think she had to die. And I just don't think we should all be so gung-ho for it. I mean, I see people on here, they're like Ashley Babbitt. Yeah, I didn't like Ashley Babbitt. I didn't like that she was storming, you know, the Capitol or was entering in our Capitol on January 6th. I thought what happened on January 6th was disgusting. It's not patriotic at all. But I don't think anybody deserved to die that day. I think we just need to understand, like, nobody deserves to die over a lot of these things that are happening. And it's our government that is to blame. You know what I mean? It's like, they take half of our taxes, man. Do you know how much we pay in taxes? How hard we work? And we don't even get a choice in where they're dropping the bombs. They give $40 billion to Argentina. What about America? Why don't they give $40 billion to us? What about those checks? Remember the tariff checks? Those are not coming.
$1,000 checks to Americans based off of your tariff revenues. When can
I did do that. When did I do that?
Well, I mean, you're
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, I did 1776 for the military, right?
When will those Americans get those checks?
Well, I am going to. The tariff money is so substantial that's coming in that I'll be able to do 2,000 sometime, I would say, toward the end of the year.
I'm not protecting the criminals. Thank you. That's what's funny about it, dog. If they were just getting the criminals, everybody agrees on that. I'm white too, by the way. Okay, cool, Vic. Congrats. You got the complexion for the protection, my friend. She made feces. Oh God, bad joke. Yep, Obama did deport a lot of people. I think though the tactics were a tiny bit different. I think we're seeing it. You know, I think it's just a lot of it is about how you approach a situation, the tact with you do it. And, you know, and I think, you know, there's no doubt about this. And there's no doubt that everybody wants illegal criminals deported from our country. Now, people who are here legally, trying to get in legally, I can't by principle have a problem with that because that's what America is built on. That's what people from all around the world, they dream of coming to our country for an opportunity at the American dream. And I understand we need to have rules. It's gotten a little flooded. People are upset, you know, but I think that's what's happened. I just think the way they're doing it, going after American citizens, they have to be very careful because I believe this is going to backfire when it comes time to voting. You're getting people charged up, man. Yep. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true. We make a better day. Just me and you. If Obama did half the shit Trump Republicans would have rioted. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, call it a buck, man. If Obama tried to do anything to the Constitution or any of this, yeah, it wouldn't have flown. Don't impede the feds from doing whatever they want to whoever they want. That's 100% bootlicker mindset. Yep, you're right. Don't tread on me, man. What about small government? Y'all don't have the right to just come up to my house and ask me if I'm an American citizen. Yeah. As a liberal who believes in the right to protest, do not resist arrest. Do not try to tell the cop you did nothing wrong. That is for the courtroom. Shut up, go to jail, call your lawyer, get paid, and live. I think that's actually excellent advice. You know? Okay, everybody is so mad at Somalia. Dude, like, go be a friend with some Somalians and get rid of this hate in your heart. All Somalians are not fraudsters. You just can't, you know, or all Irish people like to drink. Are all Irish people drunks? You know what I mean? Jewish people, well, we do run a lot. But not all of us are rich. Anyway, I'm digressulating. I got to get off this feed, guys. I got to get my mind right and get ready for Comics Unleashed. Hey, dude, they want to take your house in New York City and give it to the collective. That's what communists do. Yeah, I'm not sure, dude. Wish I had a house in New York City. The illegals are the last of the communist left voter pool. Oh, so scary. You guys won. Everybody is so scared, and it's like you won. Like, I mean, what's the problem here? Yeah, when they try to come to your house, let me know how you feel then. That is factuals right there. But it'll be too late. That's why we need to stand up. And I'm even asking some of you MAGAs out there, just take into consideration that, you know, a lot of this is not constitutional. And I'm just asking you to do a little homework for tonight and ask yourself, because I'm going to have to take tomorrow off. I'll be back on Thursday. if this was Joe Biden doing this, would you still be okay? That's all I want to know. Just down the line, everything. If it was Joe Biden doing it, I guess you guys would love Biden then? I don't know. I still thought Biden sucked and he's got no backbone. But that's just me. Every one of them. So this guy, see, I think that's the thing. People want every single illegal immigrant out of the country. And then what? Is it making your life better? Or illegal immigrants really hurting your life? Will you please give me an example of how illegal immigrants have hurt your life this much that you're this angry about it? I'm genuinely interested. Lifelong Democrat shitting on everybody else. You probably live in California. I do live in California, but I'm not really trying to shit on everybody. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The Insurrection Act, they are. I mean, what happens then when he puts that in and then every state is under control? That's what you guys want? Right, yeah. Legal immigration. Everybody wants that. But you know, people are getting arrested outside schools, like outside courts, while they're actually trying to go through the legal process. Don't you want them to be able to go through the legal process? Obama's the worst. He did what he wanted without Congress. Can you please give me some examples? I'm just trying to get educated. It's like trying to explain the electromagnetic force to them. You don't really touch anything. You don't see. Color doesn't exist. Sound doesn't exist. Stay out of my house. Okay. Hey, Sam. Hey, Action Packed. You're coming in at the end of the show. Again, thanks everybody for doing it. Joe Biden did this. Oh my God, play a drinking game. Rated Mar-a-Lago illegals are illegal. Wow, dude, that's pretty profound. Joe did it just in reverse. I'm not sure what that means. TikTok bro, that is me. Secret Service Sam. Guys, I got to get out of here and get on to Comics Unleashed. I'll let you know when it airs. Thanks everybody for tuning in here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. This is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?